Fellas, how have you all been for the 3 weeks of chop? What's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good out there. We're in the same place. We're in the same place, man. Same place as the last stream. Oh, man, this has been the longest all-time high retest in the history of all-time high retests. Gian, man, what's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good out there. Good to see everyone in the chat. Good to see DK. Good to see Franklin, MJC, all the homies. Chewy, this is AI, Jordan. It is AI. This is what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks, is making an AI. Anyways, what's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good out there. Gary, DSV, Easy, Tom. Good Tom Selleck was the first one in here. Making jokes, cracking the jokes, of course. You're always cracking the jokes. Anyways, yeah, not much has changed, man. Not much has changed. Literally, not much has changed. Really, for a while now, right? So we're still just kind of, the crypto market right now is still just kind of sitting above those previous all-time highs on total market cap. As we talked about, I think maybe last week at some point, we're still just in the same spot, right? Chopping up and down for the last, longer than 3 weeks now. It's been actually, no, about 3 weeks, about 19 days, dude. 19 days, bro. So, yeah. So, I mean, to say, like, dude, I mean, I still think this market's going higher. You just have to survive this chop and this freaking madness of choppy period that is absolutely mind-numbing and, gets everyone, super, feeling some type of way, right? We've been through this before. In this time period, right? And here we are again. So, kind of like continue what we were saying before. As long as this green box holds, I remain a boolah, right? So nothing has changed the last 2 weeks. Total market cap has held the previous all-time high and the March 2024 high, this zone, as support, right? So as long as this box holds, we're looking for this to continue higher eventually here. Eventually, I mean, I guess it always takes longer than you think it's going to take. Classic crypto. Literally just grabbed it, classic crypto. So, yep. So we just zoom in, total market cap, literally chop zone, chop fest, fill in the wick. Yeah. right. So not much has literally changed. Franco, what up, bro? What up, Franco? Hope you're doing good out there, man. Oh, man, I needed to take a small little break from the chop, bro. But what's up, guys? Anyways, yeah, so literally, like, you can go back to the last stream. Like, literally everything I was saying in the last stream is still the same shit. It's still the same shit, right? We hold this, we boolah, we break below this, we bear, and that's really it. But right now we're above, so I'm a boolah, right? And, we can go over to Bitcoin, I guess, real quick. And Bitcoin's been mind-numbing, dude. Bitcoin has been absolutely mind-numbing. Like, Bitcoin has been in between 99 and 94, a $4,000 range for about 3 weeks now. So, yeah, not really much has changed for Bitcoin, man. I mean, as long as we continue to hold this zone on BTC, right? Even if we dip below, who cares, right? We're still watching our handy dandy. I should probably bring it up real quick. We bring up our cycles real quick. And we're going to talk about altcoins. Now everyone wants to talk about altcoins right now. Everyone wants to talk about altcoins. We're still going to bring up our cycles. And where are we, fellas? We are now behind both cycles, which means I think we got some catching up to do for BTC and for the altcoin market eventually here, right? And it's just a matter of patience. So Bitcoin's here. This was the 2017 cycle. This is the 2020 cycle. We're now below both. We are now below both. So, as we kind of go kicking and screaming here and we say, why is this happening? Why is this taking so long? Well, we can go back to this range where we did fall behind for, a couple times actually, and we eventually caught up, right? So, man, here we are. We're right here. Will we follow the previous cycles, or is this time different? I'm still going to go with it. We're going to follow the previous cycles. It's just taken quite a bit. Taken quite a bit, man. It's taken quite a bit over here. Let's see. Theo, what up, man? Jordan is back bullish. I've been bullish, man. I've been bullish in general, man. What's up, Brock? Anyways, so yeah, I still remain bullish on like the coins that I've been talking about. I still think the coins that are holding up the best are still the ones you want to be in. But just to kind of do a quick little update on some of these altcoins, once again, we can bring up all these altcoin charts and whatnot. But just to kind of remind you guys that a lot of these alts are literally at Pico lows, right? Where they've gotten bounces in the past. And some of the times it's not exactly just an instant pump, right? But just to kind of look at like Matic, for an example, and I'm not buying Matic. Just want to put that out there. But, just to kind of put an example of where some of these charts are. And we talked about this in the last stream we did last week, right? We saw significant bounces at each point that we hit this level, right? So you got to think, is this time different, or are we about to see bounces on these to the upside after some chop, right? We're in this zone. Are we going to see bounces like we did the previous 3 times, right? For say Matic, or I don't know, we can bring up some other crappy charts. Polkadot, right? We've already kind of seen a bounce on Polkadot, but Pico lows, right? This is when we've seen the bounces on even these coins that haven't done shit, right? This coin dot hasn't done shit, right? But you've seen 235% move from this level, 217% move from this level. Who's to say, right? And of course, sentiment gets horrible at the lows, and as soon as you get back up here, it's going to be all rainbows and sunshines. But who's to say that this just can't go back up here again, and we just continue to range on these, these alts? But my point with these is looking at where some of these are and to use it as reference of some of the like the stronger altcoins and say, okay, if these are at range lows and if these bounce, then what will the strong altcoins do? And that's kind of been my thought process. And I guess it's taken a little bit longer, even though the prices aren't really that different. It's taken a little bit longer, right? I guess that's sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. We can look at all these across the board, man, right? Significant bounce, significant bounce. There it is again, right? I can bring up a million charts that look the exact same. Everywhere, literally everywhere, man. When Vegas, well, Dan Dangle. That's the thing. Actually, I already am going to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas for 3 days in May. But yeah, man. When Vegas trip, well, we're going to have to plan that at some point, dude. We're definitely going to have to plan that at some point. Amber said this market's boring as F. Hell yeah, dude. And it's always boring before you get significant move. So I'm really not too surprised, to be quite honest. But yeah, I can bring up a bunch of charts that have the exact same, kind of levels. What else did we look at when I was gone? Shit. What else did we look at, dude? We looked at some other ones. I guess we can bring up Mana, right? Just kind of where these charts are back at, right? You're back at the range lows. Every time we get back here, it's the end of the world, right? And then every time we get back up here, we're going to the moon, right? So it's over. We're going to the moon. It's over. We're going to the moon. It's over. We're going to the moon. And now we're back at it's over, right? So I just kind of use these as oscillators, man. Like, is something different going to happen? Is this going to break down this time? Maybe it could. But you can just use these freaking oscillators, man. And I guess that's kind of been the smart thing to do is like these alts that are range bound, when they get back up to the top of the range, it's probably maybe a good time to be slightly bearish on alts. When they get back to the bottom of the range, it's probably a good time to be slightly bullish on alts, depending on, what the charts look like. But, it is what it is. Man, I'm coughing up a lung. I am literally coughing up a lung. All right, what else do I want to talk about today? So there's these altcoins. You can see where they're at, right? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to to see. But Ethereum's the same shit, man. Like, it's the same shit, right? It's doomsday, 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 doomsday. Every time we've hit this trend line, it's the end of the world, right? And I guess this time is maybe slightly different than the other times because this time we kind of put in an equal high. But every time we've come down to these levels, it's the end of the world, and the sky is collapsing, and it's kind of the same shit over and over again. But I brought this up. Take a look at this, guys. All right. Bring up global liquidity real quick. So I made a video last week talking about global liquidity and why altcoins just follow global liquidity, right? We can just put the global liquidity chart over the altcoins, and it's literally, they pump when global liquidity goes up, right? Look at ETH. Global liquidity goes up, ETH pumps. Right here, global liquidity goes up, ETH pumps. Right here, global liquidity goes up, ETH pumps. Guess what's going up again? and I guess, it's kind of the same shit, but guess what's going up again? Guess what? Global liquidity is going up, right? Global liquidity is going up again. So you got to ask yourself, we talked about this, altcoins just follow how much money is going into the market, really. And you can see that global liquidity is starting to move up again, right? It's been moving down for a while. Now it's starting to move up. So my guess is that Ethereum, again, just what it's done every single time this has gone up, also goes up, right? Especially if this makes a new high. I would think that Ethereum would come up and make a new high. So it's kind of just the same shit over and over again, man. Like, you can overlay these charts and say it's not correlated and whatever, dude. But it kind of is. So as long as this continues up, same thing, we're at support again, I'm going to assume that this is also going to go up. And is Ethereum the one that I'm most bullish on? No, it's not. But you can use it as, I guess, confluence for other shit and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, touche. It is what it is. Hoffs! What up, bro? Good to see you. Good to see you, dude. Where's Kramer when you need him? We need Kramer to say the crypto market is done. That's what we see. How do you get that global liquidity chart? Just type in global liquidity index. So go here, type in global liquidity index, and it's the one by INGF4 Berg. It's a great thing to have, man. Whenever this goes up, it's usually good things happen afterwards. It's not always right away. Like right here, you moved up and kind of took a few weeks and then you eventually moved up, but it's not always right away. It's a great little chart to have, though, to be quite honest. All right. Yeah. To add into that, and I also, you got to keep adding into this shit, man. Man. All right. So Bitcoin's at the same price. XRP's at the same price. Chainlink is, I guess around the same price. And some of these alts are kind of chopping around. I mean, some gotten pretty decimated, but, stick to the strong coins. I think you'll be okay. You might be slightly down. Like I'm slightly down on Crow and some other coins. I guess Crow I'm slightly down on, right? But I'm not really that worried. I want to show you guys the Fear and Greed Index. Hold on, let me switch this over here and bring this over here. The Fear and Greed Index. All right, it's our handy dandy Fear and Greed Index. This is the Coin Market Cap Fear and Greed Index. Has now dipped into fear. But yet Bitcoin is at the same price. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of funny how this always works. Bitcoin at the same price, okay? But Fear and Greed Index has gone from extreme greed to fear. Yet literally nothing happen for Bitcoin, right? Also why Bitcoin should be your biggest holding, fellas. Bitcoin should be your biggest holding. Okay, I'll say it again. Bitcoin should be your biggest holding. Bitcoin should be your biggest holding. But Bitcoin's at the same price. We've gone from extreme greed into fear. All right, now just to show you guys in this bull market, each time we've gone into fear has been really a significant opportunity for you. Whether it's Bitcoin or altcoins, it's been a very good opportunity. Back over here in August and September 2023, obviously right here, Bitcoin was at like 25K. That was right before Bitcoin went from 25K up until about 70K, right? Bitcoin did like a 3X. It stayed in fear for like a month, and then it obviously went on to do fantastic things. And the other times, right, Bitcoin went down to like 58K, 53, right, 53, 60. But all these times it went into fear were significant opportunities to add. And obviously Bitcoin from there went from about 54 to whatever, 100K. Bitcoin did like a 2X. So we're back into fear again, yet nothing has really changed in the market, which is always kind of funny. I just think it's always funny when that plays out like that. And we're back in fear, right? So my guess is, which is always good to get some fear in the market. My guess is that, I guess just looking at the cycles where we're at now and what the previous cycles have done, right? And anyone who's going to say the cycles are different this time, bro, look at the fucking cycle, bro. Like, the cycles are different this time. Okay. I mean, you're pulling that out of your ass if you want to say the cycles are different this time, right? But I'm going to circle where we hit fear, right? I'm going to circle where we hit fear. We hit fear right here, and we hit fear right here, right? And now we're right here, and we're in fear again, right? So we, on CoinMarketCap, Fear and Greed Index, we hit fear here, and this little consolidation. We hit fear right here, and this little consolidation. And now we're hitting fear here, in this little consolidation. So, I guess, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to, I'm just going to just show you the data, I guess. But I guess, what happened from here to here, what happened from here to here, right? And now if you just base it off of the Fear and Greed Index and also say where we are in the cycle, I'm going to guess that we're in fear. And over the course of the next, 2025 should be a bullish year based on the 4-year cycle. I'm going to guess over the next year, we end up somewhere up here. Somewhere up here. Based on the cycles and based on the Fear and Greed Index and where we're at. So, yeah, it's been, I guess, a boring 3 weeks. Really, really boring 3 weeks. Like, I think a lot of you say it hasn't been a boring ass 3 weeks. Why do you think I haven't been here for 3 weeks? It's literally total market cap of crypto has stayed the same for 3 weeks, bro. Since February 4th. It's been the same. Yeah, we're still holding the same level, So, yeah, man, I think when you just look at where Bitcoin is and you look at where Ethereum is and you look at what global liquidity is now doing and you look at where some of these altcoins are, I think it paints a pretty good picture of what's coming next, all right? And only the patient people, I think, will get that. The impatient will not, and that's okay. That's how crypto works, right? The impatient get impatient down here and sell the range lows, right? And then the patient just wait it out. You can come up and you can take profits at the range highs, right? No guarantee that happens. But that's what's happened the last 1, 2, 3 times. Just using mana as an example. Not that I like mana, just using it as an example. That's what's happened the last 3 times. Oh, you want to know? You guys want to see another chart that's like this too? Aptos. I think Aptos already kind of bounced though. Look at Aptos. Same shit. Boop. And boop. Range lows. Range lows. Range lows. Right? And each time it's actually gone down here. You've seen a 245% move. You've seen a 320% move. But look at all the chop that happened down here, right? Look at all this chop. Look at all this chop down here. This was like 65 days. 65 days of chop. And then you had like 6 months of up only. Right here, I guess from the time we hit the low to when we really started moving up, I guess you could say it was right when we hit the low, to be quite honest. But if you just want to say when it really started to move up, it was like 43 days. Right now, what are we at? 18 days. So I guess we could chop more down here, which I guess would be mind-numbing, more mind-numbing shit. But I guess that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. Someone's holding Chili's down. What the hell's Chili doing nowadays? Chili's? Oh my God, even Chili's. Someone's holding Chili's down. Yo, Chili's is still in this freaking wedge. I don't know if it's going to break to the upside or what, but Chili's is still in this freaking wedge. You had a little fake out, and you're still in it. You're still in it. Look at how big this thing is. You're still in it, dude. Guess you could come back down to the wedge. But yeah, even Chili's is at the low of the wedge. Goddamn. ETH, yeah, we already talked about ETH. The way I'm looking at ETH is every time global liquidity has moved up, ETH has moved up. So my expectation is ETH is back at support now. Global liquidity is moving up. As long as it continues to move up, I'm going to expect ETH to eventually move up. I highly doubt ETH dumps here if global liquidity keeps going up. I highly doubt it. If it does, that means there's an issue. There is a major issue going on in the markets. If global liquidity is moving up and ETH dumps, then that means that something shady is going down. Something really shady. Let's see. Maybe tax refunds are coming in. Think so? Shit. We do that 5K Doge checks. 5K Doge checks. Dude, I hope they don't do that, man. I really hope they don't do that. The 5K stimulus checks, dude. That's literally just going to be 2021 all over again, which I know none of you would mind, right? If you're in altcoins, frick, if everyone got 5K, bro, that would be freaking crazy. But we would just go over the same cycle again of 2021 and then literally just a bunch of inflation coming back in. I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if that's a good thing long term, but I guess no one really thinks long term, I guess. I hope they don't do that. I really hope they don't do that. I know everyone wants that. But it'll be great. It would be great for some people, and then for others, it would not be so great. For like 90% of people, it would not be great. For 10% of people, it would be great. Basically, people who are in risk assets, if they drop stimmies again, would be great. The other 90% of people that aren't in any assets would get killed by inflation again. So I don't know if that would be a good thing. But, I mean, it is what it is. You're putting a 5K from Doge on more SUI. You're cashing out this time after the stimmies. Bro, where you guys seeing we're getting stimmies? I mean, I've seen rumors of this. I don't think it's actually happening, guys. I highly doubt that's actually happening. It was already going to the government. True. Jimmy with the stimmy would return? He probably would. higher still happening? Yeah, absolutely. Nothing's changed since I left, dude. Literally nothing has changed. Total market cap is just sitting above the previous all-time high. It's been the same shit for 3 weeks. Same shit for 3 weeks. As long as we hold this, all is good in the world. Bitcoin, literally chilling. Basically at 100K. Just chilling like a villain. Question is, the only question I have for Bitcoin, I don't know what's going to happen short term, guys. So I'm not going to sit here and act like that's why I don't really talk about short term shit right now, because I have no idea what's going to happen in the short term. I'm confident on a move up on the high time frames. Because if you just, I mean, dude, just follow the cycles, bro. On the high time frames. Short term, I have no idea what's going to happen, right? So I don't know if Bitcoin is just forming a higher low here, right? Before it impulses back to the upside again. And I have no idea if Bitcoin is going to do something like this, where it still has to flush all the way down here below these lows and then come back up. I don't know what scenario it is. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what Bitcoin's going to do in the short term. I think either of those are possible, just because it's really hard to know what Bitcoin's going to do in the short term. I think either of those are possible. One thing I am watching, I guess, is just this trend line. And I guess it's a simple trend line, but we have seen 4 bounces off this trend line. And it is coming up here. So the hard thing, the thing you don't really know, and I guess that this would be the short-term bearish take. Let me just show you the short-term bearish take. So if we actually have this trend line, right? We take this low to this high. You can see that we bounced. Look at the confluence off the 0.5 fib and the trend line. The 0.5 fib intersected exactly at the trend line right there. Let's do the same thing. Let's just do the same thing from this low to this high and just see where it comes in at. Okay. And this is kind of the short-term bearish take, which I guess is fine. It is what it is. I don't think it would really change much, but the 0.5 fib intersected with the trend line comes in right about 79K. So and that would come, and that the date of that would be like March 20th, which is like a month away. Is it like a month away? Yeah, it's like a month away. Damn, why does this not look like a month on the chart? This, from here to here, does not look like a month. But could you see something like this? Come up, you flush, right? And then you hold. Kind of like you did here, right? You came up, you flushed, and then you went, right? The argument, though, is it doesn't always do that, bro, right? And like right here, dude, we had these lows right here. Bitcoin literally did not even take that low. It just held it, and then it pumped, right? It just held that low, higher lows, off to the races. This time, we came and took the lows. That's why right now, dude, it's hard to know what Bitcoin's going to do. It really is. Does Bitcoin just hold the lows like it did here? Or does Bitcoin come down and smack all the lows like it did here? It's hard to know. It's hard to know which one it's going to do, really. You don't really know, dude. You know? So I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what Bitcoin's going to do. I have zero freaking clue. No freaking clue. Anything's possible. My damn altcoins would be devastated. Your altcoins would be devastated. Yes and no. You know, I guess yes. They would go down. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance. Everyone's least favorite chart. It's Wayne's favorite chart. I don't know, bro. What do we think on this one? What do we think on this one? What do we think? Looks like it wants to go higher again, to be quite honest. It looks like it wants to go higher again. But I guess you can't always say what it looks like, because I guess it always looks like it's going to go higher when it's like that. But yeah, I mean, for now, we'll see. This is a tough chart too. We're right inside the golden pocket, right at this big cluster right here. It's tough to know. But I don't know. I think it all depends. It depends. It depends. What does it depend on? Global liquidity going up. That's all that matters right now, dude. That's all that matters right now. If you want your altcoins to go up, you want this line to go up. This line goes down, altcoins go down. This line goes up, altcoins go up. I think it's that simple, really. And I don't think it's really that like much crazy to think about it the other way. Once again, it's not like an instant thing where this goes up and everything moons. It's usually a little lagged. But right now you are seeing that go up. And we've looked at this, from a bunch of different alts. Most of the lows on altcoins are exactly when these are at the lows. Bear markets are when you're in the bigger drawdowns, right? Global liquidity, longer drawdown, bear market. Global liquidity, longer drawdown, bear market. And you get these big pumps, and that's when you see the market usually go up. So I think what it comes down to, which is kind of annoying, is the stupid Fed. I guess it's not the stupid Fed. It's not the Fed's fault. But kind of what, I guess, comes up in March for this Fed meeting. So actually, let's take the U.S. off. All right, the U.S. is actually, if we actually just do everything off besides the U.S., you see the U.S. isn't really, like the U.S. money supply isn't going up really. I mean, it is, but it hasn't gone higher than 2021. Right? It's still like at the same point as 2021. So no new money has come into the market since 2021. So maybe you could just use the U.S. global liquidity chart. And that tells the story. But the thing is, if you take off the U.S., which you can't really do, I guess, it's kind of cheating. Dude, the other countries are freaking bazookaing right now. They're bazookaing right now. Really the biggest move up that you've seen since like middle of last year, like almost 8 months ago. So the other countries are booming it right now. The U.S., not really. Does that continue? I don't know. We haven't had any new money come into the market since December, at least according to this. So yeah. Does it seem the global liquidity were testing the breakout of the triangle? Also, Trump said 20% of what Doge found was overspent, should be given away to the public. Dude, give it away to the public, bro. Give it away to the public. I just don't know how that's going to happen. And if it does, that would be the spark to get things rolling. Like if you really want some type of like everything altcoin season, it would be everyone getting stimulus checks. You saw what happened in 2021 when that happened. You know what I mean? So I'm not holding out for that. I think that's a pipe dream, but if it did happen, that would be kind of crazy, I think. I'm not going to hold out for that though. Oh, global liquidity testing the... Dude, I've been watching that too, kind of. It's actually kind of funny. I was actually looking at that the other day. Let me just take all this shit off. I was watching that the other day. Take all this shit off. Take these circles off. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, shit. Let me put these back on. You're talking about this. And we're doing TA on the global money supply, guys. Like, it's kind of legit. It's kind of legit though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an ascending triangle or wedge breakout retest. And if you guys remember, I think we had the same kind of thing happen down here. It was a little bit smaller though. Shit. This is some nerdy stuff though. Like, you gotta be into the nerdy stuff. It's like this stuff. Right here. Shit. I can't even get it in the right place, dude. Go up. Thank you. Right here. Boop. You had this. I guess it was a little bit more aggressive. But you had this breakout, retest, March of 2020. It's a little bit more aggressive. Right? And then from that retest, obviously, it was up only on that. I don't know if it's going to do the same thing this time, though. Like, that was a crazy ass move. But so far, we have seen the breakout retest. Where you're going to get a crazy amount of money coming in the markets over the course of the next few months. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just looking. I don't know, though. All right, anyways, I'm going to hop in the chat. Let's hop in the chat. This chart's making me dizzy for some reason. Is it? It's probably my bad. It's probably the way I'm, like, scrolling on the screen, dude. Guys, you want to see the craziest chart you ever seen in your life, by the way? And I'm gonna, for all the stock guys out there, right? And I want to point this out. Okay? Dude. You guys want to see the craziest chart you've ever seen in your life? This is iRobot, bro. Okay? Think of whatever you think about the company. Basically, iRobot makes the freaking they make the freaking vacuums, you know, like the AI vacuums where they go and vacuum for you. This chart tells me they're about to have a groundbreaking thing for the AI vacuums. I don't know, man. I've actually been buying this shit. I've been buying this shit down here. And I'll be back when iRobot's at $200 in 2030. I will come back and tell you guys about iRobot. No, but yeah, this is 2009 low, 2025. I don't know. Just I thought it's a pretty cool chart. Just putting it out there. It's been going sideways down here since March of 2024. I've been buying this shit, man. We'll see what happens. How'd you know which AI products? Hell yeah, dude. It kind of is hard to know which ones. Let's see. That kind of looks like Crow. It kind of does. It kind of does. You're working out. Stop making you laugh your ass off. I'm not trying to. That looks worse than Chili's. If you like sad charts. Click Clementines. What about AMD? Did AMD? I'll tell you where I'm buying AMD. I look at all these charts every day, guys. I don't really talk about stocks as much as I do crypto, but oh shit, let me get my actual AMD chart. Should I go to the daily on this? I'll tell you where I'll be buying AMD. I will buy AMD here. That's where I will buy AMD. And it will be fantastic. I'm going to be patient. This is for the TA guys. If you don't believe in TA, then you're not going to even think about this. But yeah, this was the March of 2020 crash dump low connected to the 2022 low. And then if you take both of those, the highs came in almost at the perfect 2021, 2024. My guess is AMDC's down here somewhere. That's my guess. I don't know. It might take a little bit. That's my guess. Could be wrong. Could be right. Maybe it bounces from here, and we all go kumbaya, and whatever. But I'll buy AMD down here, and I'll ride it back up to the top. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Sayonara, sucker. It's a long-term hold, I guess. Do you see BitBoy Meltdown? I kind of did see BitBoy Meltdown. I only saw, actually, I didn't really see the BitBoy Meltdown, actually. I didn't really see it. I don't really care. If I'm going to be honest. I should go watch the beat. I should go watch it. You love booty. You love when a parallel channel, dude, I love parallel channels like that. Fortunately, they don't always work. We've seen many of them not work for us. FET, stacks. Those ones didn't work. Some of them worked out pretty nicely. But yeah, I'll buy AMD somewhere down here. Hopefully like the middle of this year. It might not get down there, by the way. Like it could do this. And then come back down here. Who knows? Just watch the dude that summarized it. Dude, what was he flipping out about? What the hell was he flipping out about? I can only imagine what he was flipping out about. I can only imagine, dude. I did see he was going to upload his last video, though. I'm stuck. Portfolio is 4x my crypto holdings. Can you beat BitBoy in a fight? Probably not. I'm a lover, not a fighter. He's now Bitman. Oh, shit. What's up, Dave Flowers? Yeah, I'm on right now, bro. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on, but yeah, we're on. A good hour stream today. Good hour stream today. Like I said, man, I'm just kind of waiting for stuff to happen, man. Like, it's not like anything's not happening. It's not like anything's happening, really. I'm kind of waiting for Total to do something, man. Like, you're going to see individual stuff do stuff like, you know, Bitcoin will move, or like XRP will move, or, you know, Fartcoin. We should probably talk about Sol too, but I'm kind of waiting for Total to do something, man. I mean, Total is just stuck in this range since February 4th. Right? So I'm kind of just waiting on something to happen in here, whether it breaks to the upside or the downside. Like, give us something to talk about, because right now there ain't anything to talk about. Right now we're kind of just like, boop, chilling in the range. Let's either get a move up to the upside where we can talk about it, or let's break to the downside where we can talk about it. But yeah, it's kind of the deal right now. It's kind of the deal. Billy said, Billy was a member for 39 months. He said, I need a pump so I can afford my cocaine. Oh, man. Sol, yeah, I'll talk about Sol. I don't know if you're going to like my stuff on Sol. But we could talk about Sol. Aviation, what's your view on the Pi coin launch today? I don't know anything about new coins really recently. Pi coin. Pi network, is that what it is? Jeez, man. Is this it? Is that it? I don't have anything to say. Holy shnikes, dude. What in the world happened to this coin today? Did I just like build this up and this wasn't even it? Like, what is this? What happened on this? Is like a Luna type shit. Why did this dump 99% in one day after going sideways for 2 years? All right, did a new coin launch? Like, did a new coin launch or something? I don't know. I'm not going to try to figure it out. So I don't know aviation. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. All right. We'll look at Sol, and then, you know, so my opinion's still the same on memes. And it rugged. My opinion's still the same on memes. I don't think memes are going to do much for now. I just think that, I don't know, man. Sol, I mean, I look at the Sol chart, and it could get a short-term bounce here. So I hope it gets a short-term bounce here. But I look at this, and I just see it rolling over. Right? I see it rolling over. And maybe it gets another bounce back up to the highs. But I see this kind of rolling over. And you might say, but how can you say Sol will go down, but the other stuff will go up? That's a good question. That is a great freaking question. But I mean, a lot of people have been talking about this recently, but if you bring up Sol Bitcoin, a lot of other people have been talking about this. This is not anything groundbreaking. But Sol Bitcoin looks exactly like looks exactly like ETH Bitcoin did, right? I mean, this is how ETH Bitcoin looked. You just bring up ETH Bitcoin up here. Yeah, this was ETH Bitcoin. I mean, could you just be like right here on Sol Bitcoin? All right, on Sol Bitcoin? And a lot of people have been talking about this, making this comparison and whatnot. Can we bring this on the chart too? Shit. Lord Almighty, man. And I guess my point with this is, how could Sol go down, but the rest of the market go up? Well, I guess just look at ETH Bitcoin, right? Shit. I really think Trump topped Sol, bro. I really think the Trump coin launch topped Sol in the meme coin market. And I've been saying that since January. This is not anything new. I've been saying that since the beginning of January when I made Why Memes Are Dead video. Shit. Can I bring up Sol BTC? It's not going to work. It's not going to work because it's at different times. How can I move this over? God damn it, man. I don't know how to bring this over. Oh, man. I don't know how to do it, dude. I'm at a loss for words. Whatever. I guess I'm a noob. I'm a freaking noob. Right? Ondo's getting on your nerves. Ondo? I don't think Ondo's been doing too much. What's Ondo been doing? Ondo be new condo. This is Ondo. Hasn't been doing jack squat since Jan. Hasn't been doing jack squat for the last 2 months. Really. Jack squatchicha. It's kind of wacky chart, man. Like, you made a low, you came up, wicked it down, came back up, now trying to make another low. It's a wacky ass chart, man. That is kind of wacky. You kind of did something similar over here. Made a low, came up, wicked it down, came up, made a low again. It's kind of wacky, man. What can you say? What can you say? Can't say much. Sol only used for memes. Name one utility coin on Sol. I mean, you got the dexes, like I guess like Jupiter, Orca, you know, shit like that. I guess. I couldn't tell you a freaking utility coin on Sol. I couldn't tell you one. If I had to name it off the top of my head, I'm sure there's a bunch of good ones. I just don't know any of them, you know? I know absolutely none. All right, guys, I'm going to call it today. It was good to see everyone. Maybe I'll do a stream on Saturday, like Saturday, early afternoon. Maybe I'll do a stream early Saturday afternoon. I'll let you guys know. Hope you guys have a fantastic thoughts on NVIDIA. Wake up. All right, we'll get a video real quick from my guy Mean Tank. Shout out to Mean Tank. NVIDIA, dude, I love talking stocks. I want to talk stocks more. I think my plan for the next bull is to talk about stocks more too, and like to make sure you guys are building your stock, like your stock market portfolios, not just like, I know this is like crypto channel, but I think what I want the channel to be, after this next impending bear, whenever it happens, is to, we'll focus on building Bitcoin positions and stock market positions. But yeah, I guess that's a future thing, I guess. NVIDIA, man, I wish I caught it. I did not catch NVIDIA. I'm the one who bought AMD instead of NVIDIA. So yeah, but yeah, NVIDIA, Wyckoff distribution, man, can we find anything in here that's like a nice little chart? Let's see. Can we find anything? Let's do a fun little parallel channel. It's not clean. It's not very clean. You could see the Wyckoff. I would watch this. If this comes up and then tops here and then breaks back below these highs, that's probably where I would be like, okay, fuck. Then you got the classic Wyckoff, 3 hits to the highs. Right now you only have 1, 2. So I think if you get that 3rd hit to the high, maybe over the course of the next few months, that's where it would be a little sketch. if it did something like that. Came up, bounced here, broke back below, and then it would kind of be like AMD. Or I guess then I would look, okay, I would say, where would I want to buy NVIDIA? Let's take the COVID low to the 2022 low. It kind of already broke out of it, which is kind of funny. But where would I want to buy NVIDIA? I know it doesn't seem like, it seems like this would never happen in the current moment. But, we have seen drops like this in the past. I'd want to buy it like over here. You might say, it's not going to drop that much. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe so. Maybe Guido. But I don't know. Who knows? Jordan slowly devolving into Clint. The good thing is, though, guys, when I start talking about stocks, it's usually probably a good thing for crypto when I start talking about stocks. I think last time I did that was in like 2023. It's like, crypto's so freaking boring, man. Stocks just keep going up, right? And then as soon as I started talking about stocks, boom, crypto starts going up. It's kind of always been a thing. Kind of like the SPY is at all-time highs. The SPY's at all-time highs. NASDAQ's all-time highs. We got to get this Russell going, dude. But yeah, NASDAQ and SPY are at all-time highs. And you know, as soon as you start talking about stocks, crypto usually starts doing something. Maybe it's kind of early. You need some licenses to talk stocks. Remember you're about to do morning streams on stocks? Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna do morning stream on stocks. I still want to do that, man. I like talking stocks. And like everyone has this perception that stocks are boring, bro. If we talk stock / bear market, dude, we all would have caught Palantir. Like we all would have caught this shit. Yeah, but you know, there's always gonna be another one. My next Palantir, I said it earlier, iRobot, bro. iRobot. Remind me. I have a reminder when this goes back up and gets back above $200 per share. I have a reminder set. Someday. iRobot. Well, moon. Tesla moon. Dude, I could talk stocks all day. Tesla, I think, has got a little lower to go. That's just me. Tesla. Yeah, this really nice breakout. Tesla, I feel like, has a little lower to go. I know it seems like it's not going to happen. I could see Tesla coming back into here. Retest. And I'm a Tesla holder, so I don't want this to happen, but I think the chart says retest and then resumption up. Da-da-da! I don't want this to happen. But I think that's kind of what it's kind of what I'm seeing. It's kind of what I'm seeing. I hope not. That's a pretty big decline. 30%? Fuck my life. Oh shit. After 2 stocks, I've already sold. I'm out of single stocks. I'm too old for risk. Are you? I don't know. Stocks aren't that risky. I mean, they are. Single stocks, I guess, can be risky. So I would stick to at least the ones in the S&P. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm getting the frig out of here. Have a fantastic day. All right, or nights now. It's nighttime. Like I said, I will not be live tomorrow. I'm going to try to be on for like an early Saturday stream. Probably like around like maybe 1 o'clock or so. Hopefully we have some action going on in the market. If you don't see me, that's just because the market is freaking boring as shit. If we got some action going on, maybe we got Bitcoin starting to impulse up, right? I know it's like it doesn't seem like it can ever happen again. But whatever you kind of feel like it's never going to happen again, you start to get some action. So, if we got Bitcoin impulsing up, we got some movement in the altcoins, I'll hop on Saturday around like 1 and we'll have a nice little Saturday stream. All right. So peace out. Catch you guys later. Adios. And go make some tea or some shit. I don't know. Go make some tea. Later.